So we're off to a great start in 2025. Guys, 5 straight days of green candles in terms of Shiba Inu. Love to see it. It's one of few that are doing this right now. And what's interesting about this is we haven't even seen the huge uptick in activity, the huge uptick in terms of optics yet, but it is beginning. And this is important for what comes next. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So we have some very important context, and I'm glad that I laid this out when I did. When we were talking about people calling Shiba Inu dead and saying that nothing was going on and it wasn't going to go up, I want to remind people actually where we were at these points here right before we exploded. $500 million in daily trading volume, 19th most trading volume in all of crypto. And the great news is that we had good fundamentals working in our favor. And fast forward to now, we have now seen Shiba Inu become the 17th largest traded crypto in all of, or largest asset in all of crypto, $718 million in daily trading volume. So we're actually seeing activity on the rise. This is a very important sign. And right now we are seeing a little bit of just chop from whales. We have some short-term speculation going on. And the good news is that despite us actually having a 211 billion SHIB outflow day on the second and a 177 billion SHIB outflow day on the third, it hasn't mattered. And the reason why is we are seeing retail take over. All right. Retail is back. The big whales that have wanted to pick up their positions have picked up their positions. And now we're basically waiting for the next big extension. Okay. And this is a very important sign because we're waiting for this across the crypto market. We're waiting for, like I talked about in my earlier video today, up only season to begin. And the great news is that we're following a very similar trend to what we did from 2023 into 2024. So this is actually SHIB's search volume. And I've referenced this recently because this is very important. The biggest thing we need is people paying attention to what the hell is going on in the crypto market. And the good news is that this is actually on the rise, which I'll zoom in here in just a moment. But I want to give people some context compared to last year, now 2 years ago, 2023 into 2024, compared to now. So when we look at actually the fall of 2023, this is when the bull market began. And we saw increasing optics throughout the space. We saw Shiba Inu start taking some legs, which was a very important thing. And you guys can see that we kind of did this essentially not a double top, but these double extensions, right? We had our first one here in October leading into the 3rd of November, cooled off slightly, next extension up into the basically middle of December. And then we cooled down into the early part of 2024 before we had our massive blow off extension, the big times of retail optics, huge search volume, all these things that allowed Shiba Inu to make the big extension and big move that it did. Now, fast forward to now, oddly similar, right? Extension into the early part of November, extension again into the early part of December. And the interesting thing about this is actually all being done at higher levels. So the great news is that SHIB is doing exactly what it needs to do, right? It's a reason why we're continuing to set these higher floors. There's more optics right here than there was back here. And this is the perfect setup for this next extension for Shiba Inu. And in fact, when we look at what's taking place over the last 90 days, yes, there's been some high times of excitement, obviously in November, and then obviously in the start of December as well. But what's interesting now is now that we have concluded 2024 and are into 2025, you can see retail optics, people outside the space, people searching, is slowly but surely on the rise. There is excitement building around the crypto market right now, which is in fact the biggest thing we need. Now we can couple that with another piece of data as well. I don't know. I need to go back here. So the other piece of data that I want to show you guys as well is we have actually seen a little bit of speculation die down in terms of SHIB. If you guys remember, 1% of holders had actually held Shiba Inu for 1 month or less. That's actually down to 5% currently. And this is going to boom in a big way. As we get into this next leg, it's probably going to approach somewhere around 8% or so, 8-9%. And what that means is that you're going to have huge buying pressure on an asset that really doesn't see much dump pressure. Okay. For example, right now we have 65% of holders that are either in or at the money currently. So we have majority of Shiba Inu holders are actually making money at current prices. And what you're seeing is a lot of conviction from holders. That's the most important thing you can get. The cult mentality with Shiba Inu is the most important thing that it can have, especially if we want to hit higher prices. And the great news is that these steps are working out in the perfect way for Shiba Inu to become a mature asset in this space. One that we already know it stands the test of time. It made it through the bear market cycle and it has emerged a stronger asset from that time. And what this is indicating is, again, we're going to have a very nice surge sometime in the near future. Now, some people, and let me just get this out. Some people will comment and be negative and say, "Oh yeah, none of this stuff relates to price." And guys, understand that fundamentals and the things that happen behind the scenes are the most important things that you need to pay attention to. That is how time and time again we've been able to identify these moments that Shiba Inu goes on these massive runs, right? If you guys followed me on the channel all the way back in 2023, we talked about this in the fire sale box right down here. We talked about this in the opportunity zone. Once again, we talked about this in the gift zone during the summer here in 2024. And now, again, that we've emerged into this last chance box, we're going to look back on this and say, hey, aren't we glad we talked about the fundamentals, the strength building that was happening for Shiba Inu at these times? Because there is a moment that it all relates to price. Remember, price is the lagging metric. It's always the last thing to move. And the good news right now is all the fundamentals are showing a strong move in Shiba Inu price ahead. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, if you guys have not checked out BTCC, if you guys do want to trade on leverage, definitely recommend checking it out. It's a great platform. My SHIB position is currently up 111%. I did actually open these up on December 24th. You can get a bunch of benefits from doing so. You can earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses. You can actually earn a 10% deposit bonus on your first deposit above $500. There's no KYC. They've been around for 13 years. So feel free to check them out if you guys would like. And then also want to point out that my SHIB position that I opened up on Margex, this was all the way back on December 20th. That's up 249% right now. So I'm still keeping these open. I'm very confident about where the market is headed, especially in the next few weeks here. And basically, Inauguration Day is going to, I think, be kind of a make or break moment for the market. I think we see some climbing up until that point, and then the market's got to make a decision. Do we face some retracement? Do we have a big boom from there? We'll just have to be patient, wait, and see. So we're seeing the right things right now, and that's what you guys need to know. So have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts. Where do you think SHIB is headed from here? Are you seeing these SHIB social metrics, social activity on the uptick? I'm seeing a lot more positivity right now, which indicates that we have some probably bullish times ahead. So have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.